Hi guys, this is Tracy with Inside Pool Magazine. Well, I found another group of fantastic juniors to show you tonight. This is a family coming out of Florida. They have 4 children and the entire family plays pool, so it doesn't get any better than that. As most of you guys know, I've been champion for the juniors for the past couple of months, trying to get our junior players more tournaments. The JIC, the VNEA, the BEF, all of these places, Oscar Dominguez out at Hard Times, all of these places are doing a fantastic job by getting these juniors more play time. But unfortunately, in the South, we don't have that luxury. A lot of our juniors cannot travel that far. So we've been campaigning, trying to get more, just more tournaments, period, throughout the United States. So this is my way of giving back to the community and trying to rally for our children to get more playtime. So up next, we have a young gun coming out of, like I said, coming out of Florida. His name is Linc Weber. I'm going to run his promo video here in just a few minutes. His brother will be on a little bit later after Tucker. After Lincoln. His name is Tucker. Like I said, his entire family plays pool, and it's a pleasure getting to know these young players coming from all walks of the United States. And it's been a wonderful journey for me, and I hope it's just as much fun for the kids. So coming up next, we have Linc Weber. Hi guys, how are you this evening? Hope everybody's good.
We're doing great.
Fantastic. Well, as you know, we have Emily and Miss Emily Weber here with me tonight, and her amazing 10-year-old son, Lincoln. Emily, when did you notice there was something special about your 10-year-old?
So they've kind of grown up around the pool table. My husband plays, and we've both been playing together for a long time, and he's kind of just grown up watching it, and just playing randomly here and there. But the last, I don't know, year or so, he's kind of, something's just clicked with him, and he's just, he's been asking and wanting, and he's been coming in on his own and just practicing and practicing. So something gave him a little fire, and now he's just ready to roll.
Your first tournament, well, the first time I saw Lincoln was out of Sanford, Florida. Actually, my boss, I guess you would call him, Mr. Eddie Altman, was down in Sanford, Florida, putting on one of our qualifying tournaments for the Monica Webb Battle of the Junior Champions. And he actually sent me a message and a photograph of your son. He said, I am so impressed by the manners and the just the way your children interacted with the other children in the venue, and how amazing Lincoln did at his age. Lincoln, what did you think about playing against some of those other kids?
It was hard.
It was fun. Awesome. Also, Emily, a little bird told me that you guys are military. Is that right?
Yes, my husband's retired military.
Thank you so much for your service and your husband's, because it does take an entire family to serve our country. So thank you so much on behalf of Inside Pool Magazine and the Junior Builder Scholarship Fund. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So let's move on along. Emily, has his grade suffered any by any of these tournaments that he's been playing with since school has gotten back into session?
They have not, actually. So we make sure that school comes first around anything else. You got to get that education. It's really important. So homework and, tests and all that comes before we hit the practice table. So far he's been doing really good at learning to, balance the both of them together.
And both of the boys got into the Shane Van Boning tournament. How were their reactions when they got there?
I think at first they were just, eyes wide open, just taking it all in. They were so excited. They really did. They had the time of their life. Just the whole experience of getting to play and, getting to play with all the kids that they watch on TV because they
Right.
follow, the JIC tour and all that. So just being around and getting to, be involved with the kids that they watch so frequently, it was really exciting for them. And for us to watch them, get to interact with them as well is really cool.
I saw a couple of photographs that you had sent me of Mr. Jason Shaw with your oldest and Bethany Tate. We have a community of pool players that try their best to give back as much as possible. And Jason Shaw is such an amazing man, and he has young children of his own. So it was a pleasure to see that. What did I'm assuming that's one of Tucker's lovely players that he enjoys. Lincoln, do you have a player that you like?
I like to watch Savannah
Easton. Savannah's good. That's a good player. She is tearing up the scene right now.
Who's your favorite professional player?
My favorite professional pool player is Tyler Steyer.
Tyler's one amazing man, and he does a lot for the junior players. You've picked two good players. You definitely have. But, I must say I'm cheering for a Lincoln Weber every time he gets at that table.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to move right along since we got a little bit of that chit-chat under the way. Let's ask Lincoln a couple of questions. Lincoln, how old are you?
I'm 10 years old.
10 years old? And what school do you go to?
I go to Timberland Creek Elementary.
And let's see. And I heard that you guys play mostly at home. Is that right?
Yes.
So you're learning a lot at home. And from what I understand, Emily, your husband plays quite often as well, correct?
Yeah.
So the kids pretty much have grown, like you said, they have grown up around it. So they don't have a whole lot of questions, I'm sure.
Yeah, they play a lot at home. He plays in, quite a few league nights and some of the facilities they can't go to. So they like to go and watch and, learn and just, get
What's
the experience of it.
Right. What's the pool scene like around where you are? Are there areas where your kids are able to compete?
So there's areas they can get into and play. We haven't really found much as far as like junior leagues go. My husband's been trying a lot to work with, one of the APA leagues to hopefully try to get one of them going to start something up here. But where we're at in the St. Augustine, Jacksonville area, there's pool halls they can go and get into and play in, but none that they have that, are junior based for tournaments or leagues or anything like that.
Okay. So I guess I'm heading to Jackson. Well, I'm one state at a time. Louisiana stepped up here recently, and they're building the kids their own place. I was like, wow, okay, that's great.
That's pretty amazing.
So we'll see what we can do about Florida. We'll see what we can do. Eddie and I are breaking boundaries here.
We love it.
Let's see here, buddy. Do you have a favorite game that you play?
Yes, I like 9-ball, and I play cutthroat and 10-ball.
Wow, you're a go-getter. I'm scared of you. Cutthroat 10-ball. Wow, that's teaching them young. It's been a while since I played cutthroat 10-ball.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got more than one that wants to play at one time. It works. Get them in there.
It's whatever gets them excited about things. And for me, pool has always been extremely interesting. And I think it's just the fundamentals and just the mathematical process of the whole thing. I've always been, I'm a natural writer and I love taking photographs. So for me, the more enjoyment is for me to sit down and watch the kids play because they try so hard to be perfect. And the fact that they can calm themselves down a whole lot faster than us adults can. I'm like, maybe I can take some pointers.
Exactly, right? Yeah.
They're so much better, and they learn so quickly. You teach them one time, and they pretty much have it. So it's an amazing thing to watch these kids play. Emily, how old was he when he actually wanted to play? I mean, you guys have been doing this for a long time. When he got competitive, how old was he?
So I'd say about a year ago he got competitive, but maybe 3 years ago he started wanting to play. But at that point, he was playing on a milk crate because he couldn't quite reach the table. He's really small for his age, so it took him quite a few years. I'd say he just got off the milk crate, not too long ago. So
well, I did too, Lincoln, not just you. That's the reason why I have heels. I'm way too short.
Yep. Yeah, his mama too, unfortunately.
There's something to be said about us short people. We don't have backaches near as often after playing pool.
Yep.
Who has been your biggest motivator or support system? Who has given Lincoln everything that he needs? You can say mom.
My mom and my dad.
Awesome. You always can say mom and dad. We love to hear those things. Love it. And let's see. And we did the professional pool player. Mom, have you noticed during coming back from the Shane Van Boning tournament, that event in general, did you notice a mental or a physical fatigue with Lincoln during that tournament? A lot of the sponsors want to know how our children hold up to the pressures and the mental stamina that it takes to endure a tournament of that magnitude. How do you think Lincoln did?
So we were actually really impressed with how he did. We weren't quite sure either, especially being a second tournament, we didn't know what to expect, but not just throughout the tournament, he really held himself together and did really well. He, kept his head in it and kept his nerves, really calm. So we were really impressed. And when we got home, it was all excitement and all happy. So
Good.
He did really well.
Fantastic. Lincoln, did it feel like it was stressful for you to play in that tournament, or did you just go in there and have fun?
I had lots of fun.
It sounds like it, and the smile on his face says everything that I need to know. Well, I'm happy you had a good time. What has been your biggest accomplishment so far?
My biggest accomplishment has been able to play in the U.S. Junior Open.
That is a major accomplishment for a 10-year-old for sure. And we couldn't be more proud of you. You did a great job. Like I said, I heard a lot of people talking about how amazing your children are.
Hey, thank you. That's so awesome to hear.
It's funny as parents, we don't really notice what the other parents are saying until a stranger tells you that other parents are talking about your child. It's, oh my gosh, what did he do?
Yeah, exactly.
He didn't do anything bad, did he?
Yeah.
And they're like, no, he didn't. And what has been your biggest lesson in billiards so far, Lincoln?
My biggest lesson has been to slow down and use the bridge when I need it.
Okay, good job. I like that answer. And in the future, do you have any tournaments that you would like to play in, and what are they?
Yes, I like to play in the Moscone Cup. I can't say it.
The Moscone Cup. You and Nick DeLeon both. He is anxiously waiting on the final draw of that Moscone Cup.
Yep, that is the ultimate dream.
That is right, the ultimate goal.
Yep.
Some people want to be president. My people want to play on the Moscone Cup. Well, you know what? If you keep playing the way you are, Lincoln, you'll have a seat on that Moscone Cup. Nick DeLeon had a dream and he's chasing it, and I'm pretty sure your parents will make sure you make it there. I have a good feeling about that one. Okay. After school, what do you want to be when you grow up, Lincoln?
I want to be a police officer.
Awesome. I need to move closer to you. That way I'm nice and safe. Nice and safe. Well, having a dad as a Marine, that probably follows suit with law enforcement, I think. Good. That's a good job for you, kiddo. Good job. Does Lincoln currently have a practice regime that he follows, or he just hop up there? I'm not quite sure what your husband or you have for the children as practice routines. Do they have something that they follow every time, or they just jump up there and play? How does that work?
So they do kind of a mix of both. They'll, play each other, in a race or a match. Steve will set drills up for them. They'll practice those as well. And sometimes they just, they play each other to just, kind of just
Right.
have some fun at it as well. But, Lincoln gets probably about 2 hours in a night after school work. Yeah, and then on the weekends, it's kind of just what we do. So he gets quite a few hours in on the weekends.
The weekends are always the best time to do it because, that dreaded bedtime comes up.
That's right.
But, mom and dads love that dreaded bedtime because that's the first place we go.
That's right.
Emily, do you feel that the junior players have the support they need? I know you and your family are new to the tournament tour, and this is completely new for your family. Do you and your husband feel like we're doing enough? The media, the tournament directors, our states, are we doing enough for your junior players?
So we definitely have felt welcomed. It's been amazing, kind of jumping in and not knowing what to expect and knowing anybody. So everyone has definitely made us feel welcome. There's been some great people out there that are trying to help and you can get things going. So that's been great. But just like before, in our area, there's not much for the junior players yet. So it definitely be nice to get some things going. Like I said, Steve's trying to work with some of the leagues to, get something for the juniors out here. But they're still making their way, trying to make it happen. But
okay, I'll see who I can contact down there in Jackson. I'm sure I can find somebody that'll listen to me if I poke enough people.
There we go.
Lincoln, do you think we're doing enough for you guys, or do you think we can do a better job? And be honest, don't lie.
I think we can do a better job.
Okay, I'll take that. All the criticism I get, it makes me work that much harder. Okay, so we'll see what we can do down in Jacksonville. I think I have a couple of cousins down there that might be able to do some finagling for me.
Ah, there we go.
Let's see. Okay, here's the big question, Lincoln. Okay, you're 10 now. So when you're 20, where do you see yourself?
I see myself playing pool against some of the best.
Some of the best of the best. Okay, Eric Roberts, I'm waiting on it. If you don't know who Eric Roberts is, Google Eric Roberts out of the state of Tennessee. He's a up-and-coming junior player. He went toe-to-toe with Shane Van Boning just like Joey Tate did. Amazing
Nice.
junior players. We have some of the best junior players in this generation ever thought of. So you guys are coming in strong like a bunch of lions, and I look forward to the future for sure.
Very exciting.
Okay, let's see. Okay, Lincoln, do you have any baby brothers and sisters?
No, I'm the youngest.
You're the youngest? So let's say you went to a pool tournament and a 5-year-old come up to you and said, I love watching you play and I want to learn how to play too. What would you say to him on how to get started?
I would say have fun, do your best, and master your fundamental.
That'll work. That'll work. Good job. And the biggest question of all, so say I have this magic lamp and I rubbed the lamp and a big genie popped out and he said, you can give Lincoln $50,000, but Lincoln cannot spend that $50,000 on himself, but he has to spend it in the pool community. What would you do with that money?
I would make more tournaments and I'll make more tournaments for the juniors.
That's a good answer. Very good answer. Well, we have a couple of minutes left before your brother comes on. Did you want to show us what's in your case?
Yeah, go ahead. Okay.
So we'll have Lincoln's brother Tucker come on here shortly on another link. And then at the very end of his interview, they are going to show us a little bit of what they're practicing at home. So
Here, okay,
stay
I'll be
tuned,
sure.
guys.
All right, I'll help you.
Okay, so do you know what everything is called?
Yeah.
Okay, so you go for it. You tell me everything that you have in your case.
I have 2 cues. My cue is a juniors, and my black cue is a McDermott black cue. I have my chalk, and I have my glove, and my patches.
You have some lovely patches there. Do you know what those patches are? Could you tell the audience what those patches are?
Tell them where they came from. Where'd you get them?
I got them from the U.S. Junior Open tournament.
Awesome. They're very nice. They're very nice. Okay, well, Lincoln, thank you so much for your time. It was amazing. I'm going to have you back after your brother's interview, and I'm going to let you guys play a little bit of pool for us. Are you excited?
Yeah.
I'm excited to watch you play. Okay, Emily, we'll see you and Lincoln back here in about 5 minutes.
Sounds good.
Okay.
See you then.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
So that was Lincoln Weber. We're going to have Lincoln and his brother back for a little bit of maybe a challenge match or hit some balls around for us after Tucker's interview. So stay tuned, pool fans, because it's not over. Like I was telling everyone earlier, I had some great news come out of I had a lady come in my business today, and she offered to help me with some things. So the Diva's on her way to the Alabama state legislation to see if we can do something about changing some of the rules about the venues. So fingers crossed, pool fans, the Diva's on a mission. Thanks so much for watching tonight, and we'll be back here in about three minutes with Lincoln's brother, Tucker. Stay tuned, guys, and thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in 2 and 2.